Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. Much peace to you. It's your girl Angela Abron, and I am back with another video. So, we are going to get into ColourPop's Just My Luck. Now, this is one of their classic monochromatic palettes in green. So, let me just lift this nice lid up. See, look at this. Ain't it pretty? It's so simple and so pretty. This is actually one of the first ColourPop palettes I ever had. They upgraded the formula and they changed the appearance. So they put this clear plastic case on it. I actually like the clear personally. So the colors we're going to use today is 2 Matcha down here, which is a matte glitter. Shout out to all the matcha lovers. Yes, because I'm one of them. We're also going to get into I Love You, which is this brown shimmer. Well, it's like a brown greenish type of shimmer. You know, when you too scared to tell that special person I love you, just say I love juice or I love you. Like, what? Well, you better say you love me. Stop playing. All right, the next color we got is 50/50, which is this beautiful shimmer, this almost jade green type of shimmer. Gorgeous. And then we're going to get into Kiss My Hash, which is this light green matte with glitter. Ain't that cute? Kiss My Hash. Ow. These names are too adorable and I love it. All right, so for the first color, we're going to go into Kiss My Hash. And we're going to put that in our transition. As you can see, I already got my brows and my eyelids primed. So let's get into it. And while we get the transition going, I wanted to talk about Nobody 2, the movie. I meant to talk about this last week, but it kind of slipped my mind. So we're going to just talk about it now. So, Nobody 2, I think, is a great sequel. Is it a perfect sequel? No. So the first thing I want to do is get into the positive things about the movie, and then we're going to get into some of the negative things. First off, if you have not seen the first Nobody, I do recommend go see it. It is an awesome movie. So in Nobody 2, Frank is an active agent, assassin, taking people out, and he's still balancing family life. But the problem is, because he's back in action now, he's actually missing out on his family. He's missing out on kids' games. He's missing out on quality dinners with the family, quality time with the wife. You know, it's hard for him. He hasn't quite found his balance yet. And unlike the first one, he was retired, but he was more into his family life, and he was so unhappy with that. Like, his family life was falling apart. He just kind of was doing the mundane type of thing where it's like, you take out the trash, make breakfast, go to work, come home, and you just do that over again to the point where you're not even thinking about it, where it's just automatic, where there's no love, there's no compassion, there's no emotional drive to keep it going or switch it up a little bit, you know. And now we're gonna blend the outer edges. And so, ooh, this is actually a very pretty green. Ooh, I like this color. I hope it ain't too bright, but we'll see. Anyways, I really like this movie because the action is definitely greater in the second one. I also like this movie because we get more of the wife. In the first one, the wife is almost like a secondary character. Well, in this one, she's actually doing a lot more. So I'm so grateful for that, because I was wondering from the first one, I was like, well, if you knew this was the type of man he was, what were you doing? Were you just at home raising the kids? You know what I'm saying? Like, what were you doing? And so the second one reveals more about their backstory, and I'm so glad that they did that. Because, you know, in the first one, she was very unhappy. She seemed unfulfilled, and it seemed like they were heading towards a divorce. So it's very interesting how they kind of picked up on that and introduced us to a new level of the relationship. Oh, I got my morning smoothie. I did do something different. I added tomato and cucumber to my strawberry and banana smoothie, which also has cantaloupe and avocado. Very good. Oh my god. The cantaloupe was super ripe. But anyway, back to the movie. I really enjoyed this one. The kids were about the same. Well, okay, I'm gonna say the kids were more present, but they weren't as interactive as I wanted them to be in this one. Okay, let's get into our next one. Okay, so we're gonna go with the 2 matcha, this one, and we're gonna put that in the outer corner. And what I mean by the kids not being a little more active, but not as much as I was hoping, is because there's some scenes where they go to a amusement park, an old school amusement park, and this whole thing starts from the kids. Well, not the whole thing, but you know, the kids are getting bullied at the amusement park, and of course the dad steps in to protect his kids. And so and then security gets in. I mean, it's a whole thing that reveals something way bigger and deeper. So that's what I mean when I say the kids were kind of involved, but not really. The kids are still kind of clueless about what it is exactly dad does for a living. But because of the first one, the son, he's a little more like, dad, you are awesome. You're a fighter. I want to be like you. And then the dad's kind of like, I appreciate you wanting to be like me, but I don't want you to think fighting is the answer to solving your problem. So I wanted more moments like that, you know. It even would have been cool if there was a moment where he was like, you know what, you're at a certain age, you're clearly getting bullied at school, I want to teach you self-defense. So I'm going to teach you how to fight, but I'm going to make it real clear that I don't want you just fighting just because you know how to fight. I want you to only do these moves when you're in a situation where you have to defend yourself. I wish there was a more moment like that, but I get it. The movie, it's a movie. You can only do so much. Anyway, I feel like also one thing I like is that the whole family is more involved in this one. Like there's always this big climax fight against the villain. I loved it. Hold up. I don't think I blended it out enough, so I'm gonna try to blend it more. I don't know, maybe it's more clear. I feel like I'm kind of losing it. I think I might have to apply a little more. Hold up. But anyways, Grandpa is back. Frank's dad, his dad is hilarious. And as old as he is, he's still active too. He be having me cracking up. And oh man, I forgot his friend's name. His brother that he grew up with, he's back in it. The guy played by RZA, he's back in this movie. His role was small in the first one, so I didn't expect him to have a bigger role, but he does have a one-on-one scene. It is so awesome. Oh my god, it's awesome. And it was interesting to see who the villain was. The villain is played by Sharon Stone. By the way, Sharon Stone, she's aging quite well, in my opinion. She plays the villain, and as much of a good like Sharon Stone, she knows how to be bad. Like, come on. If you've ever watched any of her old movies, even in Basic Instinct, oh, she plays a mean villain. Oh, she's so conniving and sneaky. And she plays a great villain, but I just don't like the fact that they didn't elaborate on her backstory. It's like a guy that had a deal with her. He introduces who the villain is, but the way they did it was so rushed. It's like he summed up her story, and then we got an example of why she's the villain, and then she jumps into action. It felt so rushed. All right, so now I'm going to go into the 50-50 color, which is this one, and we're going to put it in the center of our lid. Okay, had to make sure I had the right brush. Now, I've used these colors before, but I haven't used the upgraded formula yet. Ooh, I like this. This one's like a fresh lawn cut grass type of color. I like it. I'm trying to shape it just a little bit. I hope y'all can see it, but it's very pretty. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take a finger and I'm gonna smudge it. There we go. Okay, got it. Getting this stuff off my fingers. So, as far as the villain goes, I feel like the villain could have been tougher. I feel like she could have done more. Of course, she had two female assistants that were just like the top dogs. And then the rest of her army was men. And they were dressed like a SWAT team. And they were just getting slaughtered in the amusement park. It was so awesome. Like, the kills definitely got the upgrade that was long overdue. There we go. Let's smudge it a little more. Smudge it. There we go. Okay. I'm dipping my finger into it again, and I'm just smudge it a little bit more, so when I start blending, it'll probably blend a lot easier. So now I'm gonna go in with the matcha brush, and I'm just blending between the 50-50 color and the matcha. So I feel like I need a little more of the matcha. And I'm just kind of go back and forth between the brushes. Yeah, there we go. So now I'm switching to my matcha. No. Yeah, this is the 50-50 one. And I'm gonna just go back and forth until I'm satisfied with the outcome. And I'm just blending where they meet. I'm not dragging it all the way over. I'm just blending where they meet. And this color is actually not that bad. Like, these colors seem to be very close to each other as far as undertones. But I like it. I like it. I'm liking it so far. I probably should have blended this a little longer because the ginger strings is not quite broken up the way I like it. All right. So to me, I felt like, okay, spoiler alert. If you don't want to hear the ending, go ahead next side of this or come back later, okay? I feel like the villain went down too easily, in my opinion, okay? I feel like it should have been a bigger fight scene. I mean, even the way the villain came after Frank, he was worn out by the time the villain came. So I was just like, This is supposed to be a climax scene. What is going on? But the climax scene did kick off. It just didn't kick off the way I thought it was. Okay, so now we're going to get into the olive view, which is that olive brownish green color. And we're going to put that in our inner corner. And I hope this brush will work. It's kind of round. See? It's kind of round. So I'm hoping it'll be good for the inner corner. Oh, okay. You see, in the palette, this shimmer looks more brown, but it actually has a much lighter undertone, so it actually pops. You see what I'm saying? And the palette looks more brown, don't it? But this is literally an olive color, so they got the name right. And one thing also I wanted to point out about this movie is that it gives a theme of right place, wrong time. And it really shows another side, more compassion of Frank's character, and I do like that. I mean, we got a little bit of it in the first one, but I feel like this one really allowed you to see the compassion that he has for other people. Okay, I think I got enough. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm going to blend the olive view next to the 50/50. Okay, because I used to blend, I'm just gonna softly clean it off, because I did use the same brush for the matcha. So I just want to make sure I'm not bringing the matcha onto here, because I don't want to mess that up. Because I still have to connect all three colors. When I say the Kiss My Hash, I got still connect that, because there's a little bit of space in the corner there. So I still got to connect all three to the center, so they all look blended together, and you'll see what I mean. But overall, I love this movie. I had so much fun watching it. I had a good time. If you like the first one, you're gonna like this one. The cast is awesome. There's like maybe a few new characters, like the villain and the other, he's kind of a semi-villain, but then he turns, the guy who works for the villain, he starts off as a villain, but then you realize he's just a guy who's caught up in the middle, and then he chooses to work with Frank. So, and then you got a crooked cop. No, he's not a cop. He's a sheriff. He's a crooked sheriff who runs the small town and has a ego trip problem. So, yeah, I mean, it's basically the same cast, but it's just a few additional people. And I had so much fun watching it. And, you know, some of the jokes, they were good. I feel like this one didn't focus much on humor. This one was more focused on the action and the kills. And I think they did a great job. I think I need to go back in and get more of the olive juice. I feel like I'm losing that color. When I blended it, I think I did a little too much. So I'm going to just add a little bit more. Like, it blended well, but it blended almost too well, because I need that color to still pop. So I'm gonna go back in again, and I'm just blend just a little bit. Okay. All right, I like it. I like it. All right, so now we're done with the palette, and we're gonna go ahead and set this look. And because we have matte and shimmers, we're gonna go in with Milani's Make It Last Original Natural Finish. I actually like this setting spray. This one's really good. And I'm gonna fan it just to ensure that it sets in a little bit. Have you seen Nobody 2? Comment down below and let me know. Are you gonna go see it? Or are you gonna wait for it to come out? What are your plans as far as this movie? And personally, I would recommend see the first one first and then go see the second one, because there's like a slight recap, but it would make more sense if you saw the first one. Alright, so now we're going to go in with the ColourPop liquid liner and numero uno, which is black. And I'm going to start with a thin line, and I'm going to get as close to my lash line as possible. And because my eyes are slanted, I'm going to work within that line. Okay. And I'm just dry it off just to be sure. There we go. See the difference? And I'm going to do the same for the other eye. I'm going to get as close to the lash line. I don't know if this eyeliner would burn if it got in your eyes, but please try to avoid getting liquid liners in your eyes because they do tend to burn. But I never had ColourPop's liner get into my eye, so I don't know if it has. Oh, my wing's a little too long and thick. Okay, so I'm gonna have to fix it on the other side. Yeah, okay, so let's make it a little thicker and pull it a little further. Okay, that works. Okay, and so because I have a good amount of eyeshadow on the bottom of my lid, I'm going to leave a very thin line and I'm gonna wipe it away. Oh man. Okay. My favorite scene in Nobody 2. Ooh, my favorite scene. I have a couple favorite scenes. I love the old school photo slide that they do for what happened on the family trip. So if you go and see this in theaters, don't leave when the movie ends, because the ending credits are so awesome, and they show you some scenes and pictures of scenes that we're not seeing in the movie. So don't leave just yet. Stick around for the ending credits. It is so cool. But my favorite scene, I would have to say, I'd probably say my favorite scene is when they were on the when Frank was on the boat, and the sheriff and a couple of his boys came to harass and beat up Frank. And Frank, oh my God, I've never seen somebody so deserving of a butt whooping in my life. But that crap was funny. You know how when you were a kid, well, this is for people who got spanked or whooped, however you want to say it. I got whooped. Okay? That's just what it is. And you ever get whooped by your parents and and they talking to you at the same time? So it's like, I told you not to run in the house. Like that type of stuff. That's what was happening in the fight. Frank was slamming on him going, I'm on vacation. Oh my God, I was in tears laughing. That crap was so funny. And he told them straight up, he said, man, I don't want this. I know what this is gonna be. Y'all want to fight. I don't want to. I'm on vacation with my family. Leave me alone. Didn't want to hear that. And you got beat to, man, who is this old man? He had a black eye, lip busted, jaw swole, had a neck brace on, getting carried out in a stretcher, talking about, this ain't no ordinary old man. Who the heck is this guy? You should have left him alone. Old does not mean weak. In Frank's line of work, it means experienced. When people warn you leave them alone, leave them alone. Get out of there. Oh man. So now that I'm done with my look, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take Benefits Bounce Mascara. I got to get the full one. I think I'm going to go ahead and stop being cheap. I'm already convinced. I'm already in love with it. So I'm going to just go ahead and get the full size one as soon as this one's done. And I'll just do my bottom lashes. Then I'm going with my favorite Benefit Bagged Out Bang. And I'm going to do my top lashes. But I like this movie. I really liked it. I do highly recommend check this movie out. I had so much fun watching this, and I'm going to watch it again when it comes out on streaming. If you've seen this movie already, comment down below what your favorite scene was. Let me know who your favorite character was. Comment down below. Let me know. I think I'm doing too much. But because this is a darker green look, I'm trying to make sure my lashes pop. I feel like I ain't took a breath this morning. I just been go. I got up I woke up randomly at 4 o'clock. I normally get up at 5. But once I got up at 5, I went ahead and got me a quick workout and stretch. And then I started getting ready for my day. So, whew, breathe. Ooh, sigh. All right. Now, we're going to go into Got to Be Glued Brow and Edge Gel. Let me know if you have ColourPop's Just My Luck palette. And let me know how you feel about this palette. Do you like it? Do you not like it? Let me know why. Me personally, I like this palette. I've always liked this palette. One of my second favorite color is green. Purple, number 1. And to me, this was a great way to, for me to be introduced to ColourPop. You know, you only got 9 eyeshadow colors, so you're not overwhelmed with a mega palette, which has like 35 to 40, depending on which one you get. It's a great way to start. It's a great way to not get overwhelmed by color. You have a nice theme of green. It keeps it very simple. You have your darker greens. You have your lighter greens. You got shimmers. You got mattes. You got a little bit of everything in one small package. Plus, it's travel friendly. And how can you argue with that? Uh-oh. I got a little bit of fallout. So, let me... It's not much fallout. Yeah, the fallout wasn't that bad. But see, I haven't used this palette in so long. I don't remember if it had a bunch of fallout or not. Let's dry up the cheeks. These cheeks, okay? So now we're going Milani No Pore Zone. Now, because the temperatures have been hotter in the city, My primer kind of melted down a little bit. But okay, so now it's more of a solid color. But one time I didn't shake it up, and this was when we actually reached like 101, and I squeezed it out. It was liquid. It just went psh. I was like, oh no, 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 I'm trying to catch it. So that's why I was shaking it up. But you don't have to shake it up. I was just doing that for me. Ooh, it's so soft. It's got my skin feeling cooler already. I love it. All right, you guys. And this is the final look. Let me know what you guys think. Do you like this look? Do you not like it? Please keep it respectful in the comment section, because sometimes people just be saying the most ridiculous things online, and I've been attacked several times online, which I understand, but like, just, it ain't that serious. Like, you can just say, you know, I didn't like that, maybe you should have went with a lighter color, you know what I'm saying? Like, constructive criticism. Oh man, I gotta finish getting ready for work. Do me a favor before you go. Subscribe to my channel, comment down below, give this video a thumbs up. I appreciate it so much. Also, follow me on all my other social media outlets: Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, TikTok, and Wattpad.com. I got a lot more coming, so y'all stay tuned, all right? I will see y'all next time. And as always, much love.